in Spain, they're very mature about it. So they're able to like see tits in their face and all right, cool, it's tits, cool. You know, to them it's not taboo. They grew up with seeing tits in their face. You know what I mean? So it's different now in Spain. You know, everyone's, you know, getting naked and everything.
Hey, Jamie Woods, we here to travel and motivate. No curry, we just trying to keep our minds in a golden state. We answer to nobody but the Lord, we control our fate. Too many things to see just to sit in a hole and bake. We growing, ayy.
So number one of the big culture shocks I experienced while being in Spain was that there's a big bar and playground culture. So this is split up into two different things. So I'm gonna talk about the big bar and playground culture. So what do I mean by that? So in Spain, playgrounds are next to bars, and it's a common thing. Adults sit at a table and drink while the kids play in the playground. Now, to Americans, this might sound crazy. Why is it that people are drinking while kids are playing? But that's how Spanish people are. They usually, almost every playground has bars or restaurants next to it. So, and there'll be tables by the playgrounds. But when you do go out to Spain, you will see this. It's very common, very frequent. All right. Especially when I went to Seville, it was a big thing where basically you would have a playground in the spank middle. And then there'll be like a bar or a couple bars next to it and tables right there, right next to the playground. So the parents can watch over the kids. And that's very common in Spain. And the whole point of it is so that both parties can enjoy, you know, so the adults don't want to be playing around with the kids all the damn time. Sometimes they just want to sit down and enjoy time with their friends and family, right? So they'll just sit down, have a beer, have a wine, have a sangria, right? And they'll just be drinking and watch over the kids from time to time. Oh, you know, they're having fun, you know. So the adults and the kids are having fun. And so that's the thing about Spain is they appreciate just sitting down, having a nice glass of wine and talking and communicating. They appreciate that over there. Their lifestyle over there is so different compared to here in America. In America, you won't catch a bar next to a playground like that. It's very rare. In Spain, however, it's a common. You see this all the time. And to me, I actually prefer that. I love that. But honestly, I don't think Americans would be able to handle that. Because knowing how Americans are, man, we can't have good things, man. That's a common thing. Another common thing throughout this live stream is Americans can't have good things. Because the minute we have something good like that, where there's a playground and bars, people are going to be taking advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like in Spain, they know how to handle their shit. They're very mature about it. So they sit down, they have like a couple sangrias, laughing and shit. And the kids are playing around, having their fun. And maybe sometimes the adults might get in and start playing themselves and shit, right? But it's a good time. It's good vibes. I dig it. I think it's cool. And that's the thing is Spanish people like to get together a lot. So a lot of the time for siesta, which we're going to get to later, siesta, for just any night. It could be a random Tuesday, Wednesday night. And there'll be a group of girlfriends. They'll be there at a table having a couple of sangrias, having fun, or a family while the kids are playing. And they do this a lot. And they'll be there till freaking 3 a.m., 4 a.m. in the morning. I remember in Madrid, there was a time that I was, and the funny part is every single place I stayed at in Spain, there was a playground and bars next to it. I was living by a playground and bars. So this would happen every time where I would encounter this, where I would be in my crib chilling and it'll be 3 a.m. in the morning and all here is the kids running around and shit and the parents freaking laughing and giggling and shit. I'm like, bro, it's 3 a.m. on a Tuesday, man. Get your ass home, okay? All right, Maria Luisa, get your ass home, okay? What you doing here on 3 a.m. on a freaking Tuesday night at 3 a.m.? Your kid got school. Go home, right? But they don't care. In Spain is different, right? They have fun. And that's another thing that I was going to get to is that their dinners last very long. And on top of that, they don't start it till 10 p.m. The average Spanish dinner is usually from 9 p.m. on. Right? Usually in America, dinners here are like 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. is a little, stretching it a little bit. 9 p.m. is kind of like late. You know what I mean? 10 p.m. is super late. 11 p.m. is all right, bro. That's not even dinner no more. You basically having breakfast at that point, right? But in Spain, this is common. They have dinner super late into the night every day. Like they'll have dinner as an event over there. Over here in America, it's more like we'll have dinner. It's like a necessity to us, right? We have dinner and that's it. Go back to whatever we're doing. But in Spain, it's kind of like it's an event. Everyone gets together. Everyone got sangrias. Everyone got hella food. And they're all taking their time with it. They're all taking their time eating and enjoying their company, enjoying the food, enjoying the wine, taking in the day, taking in the night. To them, it is an experience, right? Because the way they view things over there is they like to enjoy the present, right? In America, the way we go about our lives is kind of like hustle bustle, grind, right? So a lot of us don't enjoy our meals here. Sometimes, especially if you're a supervisor here in America, sometimes you might be working through your lunch. Sometimes you might be having your lunch as you're working, right? Sometimes you may not even have lunch at all. You might not even have breakfast because you woke up a little late. Now you got to rush. You're stuck in traffic. You didn't even get breakfast, right? Meals here are so different. Dinners and lunches and everything here is so different. In Spain, they stop everything to have lunch. They stop everything to have dinner. It's different. It's important for them. Dinner is important. Siesta is important. Over here in America, not so. Not so. Sometimes we skip things, or sometimes we work through our lunches, or we're having lunch as we're working. So it's a little different here. We don't prioritize it as much. We all look forward to lunch, right? We all look forward to lunch break, but it's not like Spain where they stop everything for that. They take their time with things. The way things work over there, and hopefully I'm not stepping on my toes here, but the way it works over there is the waiters basically greet you and then they dip. And you're like, where in the hell is the waitress? Where's the servers? And it's not that they hate you. It's more of they allow you to enjoy your time, right? In America, what happens is the mentality in America is make money, right? That's the mentality in America. So what I mean by that mentality is you come in, they greet you, they give you drinks, they give you appetizer, they give you your entree, they give you dessert, and send you on your way out and repeat. It's a cycle. The more people come in through that establishment and leave, the better, right? So you come in, you leave. Another people come in, they leave. Another group comes in, they leave, right? They're trying to make as much money as possible. And the way they can do that is by speeding things up, right? That's why you see the waiter and the waitress coming by every couple seconds, every couple minutes. You'll be eating and munching on your food, and homegirl's like, oh, how you doing? How's everything going? All up in your face and shit. And you're like, you can't even talk because you have food in your freaking mouth. Like, yo, back the fuck off, bitch. I'm trying to eat. What the hell? You know what I mean? But that's the way it is in America. They be all up in your business and shit. You're over here trying to eat, and homegirl's like, how you doing? I'm like, God damn, did you scare me? God damn. But in Spain, it's different. They'll be like, hola, ¿cómo está, chicos? Vale. They say that so damn much over there. You guys heard it in the clip. So vale, which is a very popular word, which I forgot to mention. It should be an honorable mention because they say this word so damn much in Spain. Vale. Vale is like a filler word to them. It's kind of like a filler word. So they say, vale, chicos. ¿Cómo está, chicos? Vale. Vale is like okay. It's like their way of saying okay. Vale. Right? They say that so damn much. So, vale, chicos. ¿Cómo está, chicos? Vamos, chicos. They take your order and shit, and then they'll dip for fucking 20 minutes. Then they'll come back with your food and dip again for another hour and never come back. You're like, where the hell they go? You haven't seen him in an hour. Like, where does the person at? Is he hiding or something? Is he okay? Is he still alive? It's not that they hide from you, they hate you. It's just that they let you enjoy your time because to them, they don't care about the money over there. They don't care about the money. They care more about you having an experience. You enjoying your time with your company, enjoying your food, enjoying the time that you're at right now. So that's the way it is over there in Spain. If you guys are going out to a bar or a club in Spain, understand that things aren't going to get popping until after 12. Okay, in America, usually a lot of people, they get ready at 8, 9, head out by 10, get there by 10:30, 11. The clubs close around 1, 2, 3, depending. 3 at the latest sometimes, unless you're in New York City. If you're in New York City, it might close at, sunrise, right? 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, depending. In Spain, it's similar to New York, where it's like all day, all night. So it's kind of like people don't leave the crib until 12. They don't get there till 1. Once 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock is peak hour for clubbing in Spain. peak hour for bars, right? And usually it lasts all night, especially if you're in Ibiza. It lasts all night, all day. Literally, it'll be 6, 7, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Well, not p.m. I meant more of 9 a.m., 10 a.m. People still at the club from the night before. I was like, damn, go home. You know what I mean? Clubs last a little bit longer out there. Everything lasts long, but everything is fashionably late over there. Dinners are fashionably late. Trains run fashionably. Everything's late. Spanish people love to be late. Like, you know what I mean? I remember there was times when I was in Spain where I thought I was going to be late for a train. I was like, shit, the train leaves at 6 a.m. and I'm here at 6 a.m. The train might have left already, right? Because I thought they were punctual with it. But nah, I'm over here like, you know, rushing and sweating. And nah, fucking the train hasn't even left yet. There's still a whole lot of people packing into there. The train didn't end up leaving till 6:30. I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are late. But thank God that they're late, because otherwise I would have been fucked. I would have been screwed. I would have been stuck in Seville. But they're fashionably late over there. Everything's late. Dinners are late. Bars is late. The trains are late. Everything's late. Right? That's just the way Spanish people are. Everything's late. And the same thing applies for Latin American culture. Latin Americans are also the same way. I think Latin American Spanish people, honestly, if you're Latin American, you'll settle very well in Spain. Because the way the lifestyle is over there, not saying everything's entirely the same, but it's kind of mostly the same. So if you come from a Latin American country, you might actually settle and adjust better in Spain than you will in America. And America is a total different thing, depending where you're at, what state you're at. Everything's different. Nude beaches and coed bathrooms. In Spain, it's normal to go to a beach or a pool and see nude people. In Spain, nudity is not frowned upon. That's what I meant. Nudity is not frowned upon or considered taboo. So this is something that took me by surprise when I went over there, because I didn't think that was a thing. I went to the beach. I thought it was going to be simple, like typical, like what it is in America, where it's basically bikini, all that, right? Or the guys that would wear a bathing suit and that's it. But depending where you go, most of the beaches out there is nude. Like it's an option. Like, so if you want to do it, it's an option. It's not frowned upon at all. And the thing is, I just thought this was only for beaches. I just thought it was a beach thing where, okay, this is just in the beaches. This is just in the beaches that this happens. But Arena and I went to a pool. So we went to a community pool. So by the way, guys, if you're in Madrid or Seville, for example, these places aren't really known for beaches. They don't have any beaches. Madrid is in the spank center of the country. There's no beaches out there. So Madrid is mostly known for pools, right? For rooftop pools and for community pools, which community pools over there in Spain are not like the ones over here. In America, community pools are viewed as ghetto, ratchet, hood. You know, oh, you're going to a community pool? Ooh. But in Spain, a community pool is like lit. It's like you have a bar over there. You know, the Dominican guy over there is serving drinks, and they have music playing. They got the Macarena, everything playing. It's a good time. Big pools, like huge pools. Well, you can fit the whole Madrid in there. That's how big these pools are. It's huge. And everyone's there having a good time, all ages. When you get into the community pool, you're going to be seeing all over the place. As soon as you go in there, you're literally going to like look one way, turn around, and that shit's going to hit you right in the face. And whoa, I just got here. That's how it is over there. It'd be like people be letting it out. They be letting loose over there. You know, the land of the free tetas, right? That's what they call it over there in Spain. It's even the pools are like that. I was surprised. I'm like, what the hell? I thought this was just the beaches, right? So I was shocked at the beaches, but I was like, okay, it's a beach. Cool. No, the pools are the same way, right? And these girls be chilling in the beach chair with their things out and shit. Fucking Arena was surprised. He's like, damn, this doesn't happen in Russia, you know, because Russia is so conservative compared to Spain, which is very liberal, very like free to tetas, you know, free to tits, you know. But that's how it is out there, and that surprises a lot of people, especially families, when they go out to Spain and they see that, like, what is going on? Cover my eyes, you know. But that's just the way it is, man. And the thing is, imagine if America were that way, where you could do the same things that you did in Spain. It'll be insane here. You know how many people would be catching charges? This is what I'm saying. Americans can't have good things. Because I guarantee you, if every beach here and every pool and community pool over here was fully nude, there'd be problems. There'd be a lot of problems. A lot of men would be catching charges. A lot of shit would be happening. A lot of creeps. You know, in Spain, they're very mature about it. So they're able to like see tits in their face and all right, cool, it's tits, cool. You know, to them it's not taboo. They grew up with seeing tits in their face. You know what I mean? So it's different out in Spain. You know, everyone's, you know, getting naked and everything. You know what I mean? So this goes for pools. This goes for rooftop pools. Well, rooftops, yeah, rooftop pools. I did see some rooftop pools. Beaches everywhere you go. But the funny part about beaches in Spain is that once every hour they'll have like a loudspeaker that says the rules. Like it'll, you know, for anyone that just came in, like it'll let them know, oh hey guys, make sure no drugs, no drinking in the beach, no like it'll state all the rules, right? And you look to your left, you look to your right, and everyone's doing the very same thing that the loudspeaker is telling them not to do. And nobody does anything about it. None of the lifeguards do anything about it. None of the police that are around do anything about it. It'd be easy peasy up in there. I've seen people smoke weed. I've seen people drink. You know, I've seen people do all sorts of things in those beaches. You know what I mean? Like, literally, when you guys go to the Barcelona beach, it'd be crazy because you get in there and you see all these Middle Eastern people. And I don't mean to be, this isn't me trying to be like an a-hole or anything. It's facts. When you go up to this Barcelona beach, the Barceloneta beach, all you see is Middle Eastern people going around the entire time being like, margarita, fresh mojito, marijuana, umbrellas, towels. Like they have everything. They even have these girls, these like Asian women going by, like trying to like say, hey, you want a massage? I give you a massage. And sometimes you'll be laying chilling, and there'll be someone like massaging you and shit. And you're like, bro, is this my dream or something? And you wake up and there's an actual Asian woman massaging you. And you're like, what is going on here? Is it, you want massage? Massage? No massage. I got a girl right here. Be respectful, baby. Get out. But that's the way it be. They be trying to massage you and shit. And then some people go around that you have these African women. They'll be going around trying to do like dreads and shit, or like trying to like do something with your hair. Like they have those type of services. They have the Indian people going around with the mojitos and the margaritas, and they'll have like big ass bottles of Captain Morgan or whatever it is, and they'll pour it up in there and shit, and they'll give it to you. That you can almost get anything you want in that beach. Anything you want, you will receive in that beach. You want weed, you want drinks, anything, they got it. They got everything in there. You don't even got to stand up and do anything. You just stay where you are, and there'll be a dude every 2 minutes coming by with something. That's how it be. In a way, it got annoying a little bit because it's like, bro, I just want peace and quiet. I don't want these dudes to be going around every 2 minutes being like, oh, mojito, margarita, like every 2 minutes and shit. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to sleep, bro. What the hell, bro? Selling umbrellas, I'm like, bro, I wanted to ask him, aren't you guys tired? Like, aren't you guys tired? Like, they do that all day, every day. You have these, like, people in the beaches over there in Spain that all they do from sun up till, like, bro, I even seen them at nighttime doing that. I even seen them at nighttime, going up to people at nighttime. They sweating their ass off from the whole day's work of them going around asking people if they want mojitos and margaritas. Mojito, margarita, 9 p.m. at night. I'm like, bro, aren't you tired of saying that, bro? You've been saying that all day. Honestly, if I was one of them, what I would be doing just to make my life easy was I would record myself saying that. And I would have like something that would play it for me the whole entire day, so I don't got to keep saying the same shit all day. I'd find a genius way to do that without me having to say that all day. Mojito, margarita. They say that all day, every day, right? So you can get anything you want. And then on top of that, the reason why I love beaches in Spain is that even at nighttime, you can hang out there. I know this is like kind of taboo, and in America, they kind of close down the beaches after a while. So once it's sunset, you know, and it's nighttime, they don't really let people go on the beach like that for the most part, from my experience. But in Spain, they let you be there all day, all night. It'd be all day, all night. I saw people there at 11 o'clock at night, midnight, playing soccer, playing football, playing volleyball at night. That's a big thing to see people playing soccer everywhere. Volleyball is another popular one that they play a lot. You'll see people drinking sangrias and stuff on the beach at 12 o'clock at night, chilling, having a good time, watching the waves and shit, right? You know, listening to music, having a good time, a blast in the beach. I see people stay there till sunrise, drunk as fuck, smoking and shit, chilling sunrise, right? Because a lot of people, what they do, especially in Barcelona, they'll go to the bars and then it'll be like 4 or 5 a.m. They'll walk on over to the beach and they'll chill there and they'll keep drinking there and smoking whatever they're doing, and they'll watch the sunrise. And that'll be a nice way to begin their day, or I guess end their day, I guess, because they're going to bed afterwards. They're tired from partying all night. But that's what a lot of people do in Spain. And it's cool. I love it. I love the fact that in Spain, this is a common thing as well, is that they give you certain freedoms that you don't get here in America. For the most part, you can't be out on the beach at nighttime like that in America. You can't be letting your titties out like that in America, right? You can't be fully nude in America on the beach, like or at a pool, like in Spain, for example. Right? Bars are open till like God knows when. Restaurants are open till super late as well, because people have dinners at 9, 10, 11 p.m. at night. There are certain liberties and freedoms that Spain has that I wish we had here in America. People drinking in the beaches, drinking in public, having a good time. You know, like, I'm like, bro, that's unheard of in America like that. In America, everything's so damn strict and shit. Right? And another thing I forgot to mention is co-ed bathrooms. Yes, you heard me correctly, guys. So co-ed bathrooms. So co-ed bathrooms is something I experienced a couple times while being in Spain. So co-ed bathrooms is what it sounds like. So you pop up in there and you see women in there and you're like, wait a second, I'm about to get in trouble. I'm in a woman's bathroom right now. What's going on? And the girls will tell me, oh no, you're good, honey. Like this is a co-ed bathroom. I'm like, what? Am I an apple pie? You guys ever seen that apple pie movie where I think it was when the guy went to college or whatever it was, the Stifler went to college and it was a co-ed bathroom where men and women were there. It was that type of vibe. I went in there and I saw homegirl with her shits out and stuff. You know, a common theme, their tetas are always out. You go in there and you're like, what is going on here? I'm about to get in trouble. I'm about to get arrested. I'm in a woman's bathroom right now. What is going on? You know what I mean? Like, but it's a co-ed bathroom. And guys, and I did see urinals there and shit and stalls, and it was happily ever after in there, right? Both men and women were cooperating. None of them were being pervs. None of the guys were being pervs or creeps, right? Everything was perfect. It was normal. You know, the girls were not weirded out about it. It was weird. I'm like, what the hell is going on? In America, imagine if America were like that, where it was co-ed bathrooms. There would be so much charges, so many people getting arrested, because we can't have good things here in America. This is why in America we have so many damn rules. We're home of the brave and land of the free, but there's so many damn rules here because y'all motherfuckers can't have good things. Meanwhile, in Spain, they got co-ed bathrooms, fully nude beaches. You can go into the beach all day, all night, as much as you want, drink in public, all that stuff, and you're cool. But in America, not like that. Everything is so damn strict. But yeah, co-ed bathrooms are a thing. So sometimes it will be labeled, like you'll have a man, you know how like it'll have like the man sign, like it'll be just a man and stuff. And if some of them will have like the woman with the dress, sometimes you'll have both, meaning that both can go in there. So you go in there and you see girls' tits out and shit. Don't get surprised. You're fine. You're allowed there. It's fine. It's a co-ed bathroom.